So this video shows essentially how selfish women are when it comes to dating. And in this conversation, Coolie, in a smart and in a funny way, dismantles every argument this single mother is essentially desperately trying to uphold when it comes to the dating market for single mothers.
I think that any man that thinks that's in the dating world that thinks that a woman with children is baggage shouldn't be dating. And I think that that's an insult to motherhood. A woman with children is not baggage. So you saying that sounds very insulting. And
How is it insulting?
It is. Because are you a father?
I am a father.
Okay. Are your children, are your two little girls that you have back at home that you care very much about, are they baggage as well?
How can my kids be baggage? What do you mean?
Right.
So if I was dating you, and I don't have any kids, and I was dating you, would you be? Should I consider to disqualify you because you have kids?
Okay, I see what you're saying. If I was single, well, the difference is this. Let's go ahead and have this conversation because maybe you ladies can learn a thing or two, right? So the difference is a single man with kids is much different than a single mother with kids.
I agree.
Because in the relationship dynamic, the man is the protector and the provider, generally speaking, and most women want the man to protect and to provide.
Correct.
So if a woman has kids and that man is entering a relationship with that woman, at some point in time, he would have to provide tangible things for that child. The difference is, it's not the same in reverse. If the woman is dating a man that has kids, the man does not expect the woman to ever pay any tangible things to his child. That's the difference, meaning that it's baggage. Not only do I have to pay for you, I have to pay for your kids as well. That's why it's baggage on the woman's end.
I think sometimes tangible things also have less value, not less, but things that are not tangible have the equal value to things that are tangible. Sometimes you're just putting it in a sense of, well, finances. I'm paying you money. You're seeing it. This is money. You could hold it. You could touch it. Maybe what I'm giving in return is as equal value. And it might not necessarily be finances, my body that you could touch, but what I can provide, it could be at an equal value to a lot of men. Some men may not have peace. Some men may not come home to a warm house with good food, with a caring, loving woman. And I'm not providing you anything tangible, but I am providing you security, love.
Women make love and bringing food way more important than it actually is. I mean, it's a great bonus and every man wishes to have that, right? But it is nothing more than a bonus. A man doesn't necessarily need these things. Whereas a man who provides a house, pays the bills, takes care, provides, protects for a woman, his sacrifice upholds way more importance than a woman's cooking, cleaning, and providing for love.
Okay, so you're saying that sometimes the intangible can be as valued as the tangible.
Absolutely. That's
what
exactly what I'm saying.
And then you said, well, the woman can be providing love and care and nurturing and all of these things.
Right.
The difference is this. The woman without any kids can do the same thing.
Right, but you have
Listen. The difference is this. The woman without any kids does the same exact untangible things that can be valued as tangible. And I would agree that men generally, we don't even look for a woman to protect and provide. So we're not really looking for the tangible in that aspect.
Sure.
This doesn't mean that we want to take on more tangible things. You are actually the tangible thing, meaning that you're looking for the man to protect and provide for you. So I'm saying that the man would not only have to protect and provide for you, but also your kids as well. So that would be considered baggage because the woman without kids, what can she do? She can do everything that you can do. Give all of those untangible things that bring value to a man, but she's not bringing this extra baggage. That's all I'm saying.
But real brief, earlier we expressed on how you can't control your emotions. I could see a single woman that can come in and provide everything a woman with kid can, but she don't have the baggage. Yet that's not who I'm interested in. I'm interested in the one with the baggage. You don't pick and choose who you become interested in, who you emotionally want to be attached to. Maybe you choose one.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes sense because you're saying, why would I pick a woman with kids and when there's other women without kids? You might just be interested interested in the one with the kids. So whether she had kids or not doesn't even play a part in the equation.
You have to cycle this into what she was speaking about, because that's the conversation we're having. She's saying that she has all of these prerequisites that a man has to meet in order to get a date with her. Pay for her hair, her nails, send her money. And then I'm asking, what does this man get in return? The man gets a woman with kids, and all the man gets is her time and attention. That's nothing.
That's what he wants.
No, the man is doing all of this and not getting anything in return.
That's
like nothing
our
is even guaranteed on this first date at all.
So
And let's I got you. I'm gonna have you speak in a second. I want to hear your thoughts. But let's like wrap this up too. Like package it up. If we package it up, the man gets nothing in return. Like nothing in return. Nothing is actually expected from your end to give him. Was guaranteed from your end. Well, in order for him to get the date, he gotta do X, Y, Z. But once he gets the date, he don't get sex. That's not guaranteed. He don't get no head. That ain't guaranteed. What do niggas want? Niggas want sex. We don't even get that. You get what I'm saying? We get a chick that got some kids, or we gotta wait till that little fall asleep. Maybe we get to eat a fruit snack or drink some juicy juice. That's about it after we bust a nut, but that ain't nothing special. Like, what does the man get? We're speaking about the man has to do all of this but get little in return. That's what we're speaking about.
It's just true. And it shows how selfish some women are when it comes to dating. It's insanity for you to expect a man to provide for you, whereas you already have a child from another man. And then she has the audacity to advocate for women with children to get the same treatment as women without children.
Don't
So
disrespect
what does the
my
man
relationship.
want? What would a man be looking for that
And I
isn't?
want to touch on a couple of things because
Hold
we
up.
just sped through so many topics. And I
Yeah,
wanted to
let's
speak
do
on, like-
real quick. One mic at a time. Keep that thought, because she did want to go first. Keep that thought though. Go ahead.
Okay, so we just sped through like 3 topics. I want to, and please help me because I wanted to make a comment on each 3 of the topics that we just sped past. But one of the topics was that you said that number one, I want to say that a child, whether it's coming from a single father or a single mother, on neither end is it baggage. And what I want to make clear is that money is not the most important thing. It is an important thing. It is a tool. It is a means to certain aspects of life. But you can bring money and be one of the worst people that a person could experience in their entire lives. Now, to minimize a woman's contribution to a relationship and think that money is the only thing that holds importance in a relationship shows kind of like a lack of emotional maturity, and it shows a lack of
It's
like,
shallow.
just, like,
Money,
it's
yeah.
very shallow.
Money has really no meaning to it.
Now-
It's not. You don't
Now,
get any meaning from
money.
it.
You have to have money to buy certain things, like to put a roof over your head.
Yeah.
Food costs money, right? But we have to just keep things in a full perspective to understand that when a man and a woman come together, you guys are both 2 halves of a whole, right? You guys come together and you create one. Now, like I said, neither a child from you or a child from
So
me,
cool.
neither a child from you or a child from me would be baggage. Why? Because just because you might pay for some things for my child, right? You as a single father or me as a single mother, you're paying for things for my child. Okay, that's one thing that you bring. If you're a single father and I'm coming into that child's life, I'm raising your child now, right? And this is a single father, assuming that the mother is not around or not fit or whatever the case is, right? I'm raising your child, I'm nurturing him, right? Psychologically, children who aren't raised in affectionate homes with nurturance grow up to be less emotionally stable, less able to regulate their emotions. What I'm doing is I'm helping you raise up a functioning, healthy human being, which is more important, I would say, than how much money you might have been able to use to put clothes on his back or maybe to buy him a toy. He didn't worry about whether or not daddy put a roof on his head. He worried about whether daddy was yelling and screaming every day.
What she says sounds very good on paper, right? But reality says something else. What women never want to accept is that you don't necessarily need women to do these things. If we look at statistics, single father households perform way better than single mother households. Matter of fact, single father households perform just as well as two-parent households. And if women really were so important when it comes to bringing up children, why is it that the black community, who's overly represented when it comes to single mother households, lacks emotional immaturity and tend to display emotional impulsivity? The exact problems she stated wouldn't happen if women were to bring up children.
Whether
Yeah,
he spoke life into
real
him,
quick, I get
or whether he
real quick,
encouraged the
I get
woman
what
that
you
he saw
I get what
that
you're
was
saying real
raising
quick.
him as a mother. You
I
know
get
what I'm saying?
yeah, no, I 100% get what you're saying, and that part I would agree with. The part of like meaning that, well, it's more to it than just the money. There's nurturing aspect. There's things that's good for the child. We're not speaking on that part. We're speaking on the individual basis because we're all individuals. So you're saying that, well, you don't think that it's baggage. You don't think that, well, a woman dating a single father is baggage, there's no baggage there, or a man dating a single mother, there's no baggage there. The truth is, Ease, be also on hands ready. The truth is that no, it is baggage. I would say one, it's baggage on both ends, but it's more baggage on the woman's end. Like, you ladies don't even think about this. The fact that if you're a single mother and you're dating a man with no kids, he has no kids. When he enters that relationship, at some point you are expecting this man to provide and protect your kid. If he doesn't do that, you're not really going to look at him as a man. So this is like an expectation from the current man that you're dating. You get that? Now, when you're dating this man and you have kids, does this man have authority to discipline your kids?
I think that is a conversation that has to be had. But
Correct.
I think also if that is
Okay.
a parental figure in the home, and as long as there's boundaries that you both agree on,
So
absolutely.
think about
I
that.
agree.
That's an adult.
Would you like me to chime in? Because I'm in
Yeah,
a
you could chime
relationship?
in. Yeah.
Yes, I have a child. He's 5 years old and he's in baseball. So we do discipline him. We go to his baseball games, my boyfriend and I, and also my son's father is also active in his life, and we go and he
Okay.
disciplines
Let me
him.
ask another question.
We
then.
live together. He disciplines him as well.
Let's see if this is true. Just going to give names. Bradley. That's the boyfriend's name, Bradley. Your son's name, Kenny. All right, that's your son's name, Kenny. Kenny's acting up. Bradley smacks Kenny. I told you don't do that anymore. Get in your room. You come home. Kenny tells you, Bradley smacked me. Are you going to go ahead and speak to Bradley and say why you smacked Kenny?
Yes.
Or are you going to be like, all right, well, Bradley smacked you. Well, you must have been doing something wrong.
But I would have had the same
Number
question.
No, we need one mic at a time. Who want to go first?
Number one, they wouldn't be by themselves. Like, my man's gonna be at work, so when do he have time to slap him if I'm not there? That was not happening.
No,
And
this is,
number two,
this is
if
hypothetical.
it did happen,
Hypothetically speaking.
I would call my baby daddy and he would be getting his ass beat.
Okay,
Because
so
you're not touching my son. You're my boyfriend. That's just not
yeah.
gonna happen.
No.
Yeah,
That's
there
my
it is.
child. First, I'm a mother first, and I'm a woman after.
Yeah.
So that's not happening.
She just proves this whole point. The boyfriend is providing for another man's offspring, yet when he wants to set his authority, she still persists to call the real father of the child to settle things down. So in that sense, she does not respect her boyfriend. If you're ready to call the person who forsake you and your child to beat the person up who's providing for you and your child, that pretty much says everything. At this point, it seems that she has more respect for her baby daddy, who doesn't seem to provide for them, than the person who actually is feeding them. And I wouldn't even put the blame on her. It's the boyfriend's fault. He's obviously the beta cuck. He's the beta provider for another man's child, and he's with a girlfriend who doesn't even respect him. That, my friends, is cuck behavior. See you next time.